And they made what is, now that I'm a parent, a very hard and difficult job seem effortless. And they did it working together. One thing about Mom and Dad is they really worked as a team when they were parents, when we were growing up. So, for example, I'd be acting naughty, and Mom would say, "You wait till Dad gets home, you're gonna get a spanking." And I go, "Oh, okay." And then Dad would come home and Mom would say, "Carol, you misbehaving, she needs a spanking." And Dad would never question her. It wasn't a thing to question, because Mom said that and they worked together as a team. So Dad would take me and give me my spanking. And then I'd cry and I'd cry and I'd cry, and then Dad would go, "Oh, this hurts me more than it hurts you." And I'd think, "Yeah, it does." The other thing that Mom and Dad taught us was to have a sense of adventure. And, you know, I think nothing encapsulates that more than training throughout Alberta. I think we know every small lake in Alberta because of my parents, and I thank them for that. We really explored the province, and Mom and Dad would go, well, we'd be in the car and we'd be reading, and Dad would go, "Get your noses out of the book. This is our Alberta." And certainly in my heart, I feel that. Now, the memories of exploring go on, and it was a wonderful experience. I guess one thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking about adventures with the family is driving up the Celestine Lake Road. And this road is in Jasper National Park. It goes up to a lake, and it's a one-way road for an hour, then it changes and it's one way the other way. And it's scary. And we're looking, there's a cliff on one side, you can't see ahead of you on the road, and Gigi, our dog, was pacing along the headrest, whining. And that was expressing our feelings, everyone in the park, verbally, while we were saying out loud. So it was, they were wonderful parents. They also taught us to work hard. I know Linda's touched on this a little bit, but they had an excellent work ethic, and that's carried through to us, and it was one of the most valuable lessons they taught us. Mom would work that to her advantage on occasion at times. For example, I remember I was working for my brownie batch, and Mom said, "Carol, you wash your floor much better than Linda." And I took that to heart, and I took special pride in washing floors ever since. And then Linda and I were living together in Vancouver, and it was time to wash the floor, and I said, "Well, I better wash the floor, because I know how to wash a floor." And Linda said, "No, you don't. I wash the floor much better than you." And I went, "No, Mom said I wash the floor." And Linda said, "No, she didn't. She said I wash the floor now." We realized we'd been duped. But, you know, to this day, I look at a clean floor and I feel a sense of satisfaction. And I thank Mom for that. I guess the most important thing that Mom and Dad taught us as parents was that family comes first. You know, we could phone Dad anytime at the office, and the secretary would just put us through, no questions. And Dad would make a point of coming home early from work. And, you know, now that we're working, we see how hard that is to do. And Mom was a chauffeur extraordinaire. She made us, well, she kept us very, very busy and occupied. And she drove us everywhere, and she made sure that we were busy and happy. Yeah, I think the only person more interested in brownie badges than me was Mom. So, yeah, they've been wonderful parents to us, and we hope to pass along some of the things that they've taught us to our own children. And I thank them for everything they've given to us as parents.